We are streaming again. So I know that the main ExtraLife event is over, but we went to sleep. Plus, I lost a ton of time yesterday trying to get the other computers working. So we are continuing on. This is, I think we're the stragglers on the ExtraLife, or on the Pixel Sharks team.
From this early cradle of civilization.
Looks like we are Japan and Macedonia.
The great wave of
I guess that means one of us will be water, one of us will be land. Actually, it's interesting. Japan is less of a water, less of a seafaring nation in this game, as much as they are a coastal nation. Land units have a little bit extra strength, tiles adjacent to coast, and naval units have a little bit extra strength in shallow water. But the encampment, holy site, and theater square districts in half the time is great. Oh, and wonderful. Am I near a coast? It doesn't look like I am. Damn.
I am still loading over here in Macedonia.
I have to make a choice because Japan is not on the ocean. I'll have to put a second city down that is. And I will not end my turn until you are ready. So we've got stone, animal husbandry, irrigation.
Macedonia is still loading.
That's fine. Your computer is... Oh, you're a little quiet, though.
Okay.
Let's see, so Amy, BioRose, is Macedonia. She's still loading because I am on the big, powerful computer, and she is on the laptop. She will be getting a better computer in the near future. I don't like the idea of significant others getting the hand-me-downs so much, so she'll probably be upgraded beyond where I am.
So it looks like I have 2 unique land units and a unique building for my civilization. And there we are. Well, wasn't that nice? They put me right on the river.
Alright, so Macedonia is wonderful as far as civs to play with. Yeah, I'd say right where you are is probably pretty good. You'll have a little bit of extra defense for being on the hilltop. Maybe not. I thought you did, but maybe that was only Civ 5. You should get boosts for meeting the new civilization and boost for...
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I got a boost because I have met a new civilization. I have also gotten a boost because...
An alliance.
Yes. All right.
Something I've seen you doing, I would suggest, just if you are interested in me giving you learning hints about various ways to maximize your effectiveness, I'd be happy to. Otherwise, I will hold them to myself.
Yes, I'm always happy to get hints. Again, I have played Civilization before. I am relatively new to Civ 6. I played Civ 2 mostly and a little bit of Civ 4.
Okay. So generally, I would advise against pre-programming your guys' movements for turns beyond this turn. So I've noticed sometimes you'll do like you'll move him to a spot that takes more than one turn to get there.
Okay.
Generally, until you get really familiar about what obstacles you may come against, generally I would advise moving one space at a time. But at a minimum, just not pre-programming for future turns.
Okay.
That way you don't unintentionally lose guys to barbarians. Alright, let me just make sure we're streaming. We should be. Ah, yes we are. Very good, very good. Yeah, I guess I'm going to move picture right here so you can see the mini-map. Right. Towns are growing, we're doing a little bit of exploring.
Organisms don't think of CO2 as a
yay!
poison. Plants and organisms that make shells, coral, think of it as a building block.
Those are very good. And now I'm going to skip mining and head over to astrology. Come on. Maybe. No, don't end my turn. Oh, I met Trajan. Alright, Trajan, what do you want? Intel overview. Send a delegation. So, honor to meet you. Love to sample your hospitality. Alright, so you can see Trajan. He's just to the east. Oh, you were the one that met Trajan.
Yes.
And now we've also met Pedro. Hey, Pedro. He's a dink. Love to sample your hospitality. And, oh, I don't have the money for a delegation. Dang.
Alright, looks like we have to start it.
Good. And I still don't have the money to send him a delegation. If you get the little pulpit looking thing, not pulpit, whatever that is, usually a good idea to click on it to see what it is. A lot of times those notifications are interactive.
Yes.
So like the one you have clicked sitting there right now.
Alright, I have sent a delegation to both civilizations that we have met.
Good. I can't afford the delegation to Brazil yet. Oh, yes I can. Now I can at least.
I was leaving the pulpit up so that I would remember to do it because I did not at the time have the gold.
Oh. It might have disappeared on you regardless of whether or not you made it disappear between turns. I don't know what the timer on that is. Alright, what just happened?
Alright, I have completed research on animal husbandry.
Ooh. Since we're on a team, I think this is the first time you've played a team game, right?
I have played once or twice with you before.
Okay. And we were on teams?
We were on a team.
Okay. So once one of us discovers a tech, if the other one has not got the boost, they will.
Alright, I am going to research mining.
And the Lich King says hello. Hello.
Oh, and I have found barbarians.
Okay. As does my little vault boy. Okay. Delegations. Yes, I will receive your delegation. It's most welcome. It's usually not a good idea to receive their delegation unless they've accepted yours as well. But it's a way to recoup your money if you did send one. Plus it makes them happy. Alright, where was the barbarians you found?
South of me.
Oh, okay. Right on the coast. Ooh, they need to die.
They are right on the coast.
They will start spawning ships. Why is Rome on the coast and Kyoto's not? Whatever.
Because it's random? Isn't it usually random? Civ 2 is always random.
Scripted, based off of certain requirements by the civs. They put me kind of near-ish a coast, I guess, so that maybe that fulfilled the civs requirement.
Do I want a builder, a settler, or a fighter?
Let me look to see what you have around you.
Fighter to deal with the barbarians.
Well, if you do a fighter, then do a slinger,
Yes, that's
and leave it in your capital. You don't have to leave the slinger in your capital, but until you get really, really familiar with tactics, you know, do this versus don't do that, a slinger is way too weak, and you'll want to leave him in your
I
capital.
don't believe in astrology.
So it doesn't die.
Alright, looks like Mr. Roosevelt has joined us.
Oh. I have not met him yet.
Alright, am I doing faith or are you doing faith?
Neither of us needs to,
Okay.
but whatever.
I am going to do production then.
You said Mr. Roosevelt has joined us?
Yes, I see Mr. Roosevelt at the top.
Oh.
Teddy Roosevelt, American Empire.
Would you interact with him so that I can meet him too, please?
I will interact with him. Alright, I sent my delegation to the United States.
And interact with the pulpit too, please. That's the only chance I have of meeting him, is if he gives you access to his
Got it.
territory. And if he doesn't, then I don't meet him. Yeah, it looks like... So America did not offer to have you visit their city? Amy?
I think they did. I know they accepted my delegation.
But they did... Okay, when you clicked on the pulpit, what did they say? Did you read it?
Quickly. I don't remember what it says.
There's variation in what it can say. But if you don't remember, then that you can't answer, so it doesn't matter.
It's not very helpful.
It is not wisdom, but authority.
Right. Someday I will get used to the controls.
And build
I keep
Stonehenge.
trying to hit the wrong mouse button.
Ah.
just the simplicity of Test of Time.
What do you mean by simplicity?
Once you discovered places on the map, they basically stayed there. You didn't have this
The fog of war?
disappearing terrain necessarily as nearly as much. I mean, there was a degree of that, but not nearly what it is.
Mm.
The city grid was set. When you built a city, you got the city radius as it was.
There was no culture.
There was no culture. The city was a set size. The city was a set shape. You could count on, and it would show up on the grid when you place the city. So you could very easily see that you weren't overlapping with anyone, with anything. You could also see that exactly what was in your city and where things were going. And the graphics and everything, of course, were much simpler. There was not, and the computer I ran it on actually couldn't even handle the animation, so I just had static figures. So to me, this is a very big technological jump here coming to Civ 6. Again, I played a little bit of Civ 4, but I did not.
Who deserves more credit than the
Like it.
one?
Trajan does not like that I have left my territory unguarded. Hopefully nobody else gets Stonehenge before me. It costs 200 gold to buy a builder, which is too much. But my city grows in 4 turns, so it should help the production of, well, production. It should help with production. Production of the, of Stonehenge in this case. Though Rio doesn't. Okay, I don't see Rio having any stone. Ugh. Man, I'm sleepy.
That's the positive aspect of trade, I suppose. The world gets stirred up together.
There's a mine. Nobody that I've met's working on Stonehenge, at least.
You. Over there.
Oh boy.
No man ever wetted clay
Hey,
Stop
and
that.
left it.
Tired. Okay. Man, I'm probably not gonna be able to go for much longer. Terrible. Your slinger could go after that scout,
Oh, yeah.
but don't worry, it's safe where it is, and if barbarians come in, you'll be happy it's there. Oh man. Oh, jeez. You could actually hit that slinger that just moved in. You could hit them this turn if you move onto the plains.
Okay. Alright. And you're building Stonehenge, is that correct?
Correct. And that barbarian scout is actually more vulnerable right now because he's standing on a marsh. He gets a negative defense modifier. Oh, stupid scout.
He's got to have, like, a hit point left or something.
Yeah. Those settlers should be safe this turn because the scouts to the southwest would have to walk through that forest to get to you this turn, and it takes 2 rounds to walk through the forest. Now they're within range of that scout taking them.
Okay.
You see how scouts have 3 movement?
Okay.
Oh, they didn't take it.
Writing is easy.
Yay! Gonna work on bronze working. Ooh, and I have enough to buy a builder. Okay. Oh crap. I gotta stop that.
Oh, look at that. Both of my scouts that are around my city have so low of XP or HP, it's not actually showing up.
Yeah, you want to, if you can, make the kill shot with the slinger, not the warrior.
I would love to if they would stop moving around.
And yeah, and it's an if you can.
And part of what I'm doing with the warrior is attempting to box them in a little bit because they keep running away.
Yeah.
And look, there is another barbarian scout.
Ooh.
So many barbarian scouts.
If you take that builder, can the builder move at all? No. Oh well.
Yeah. Did not mean to put him there.
Oh, when you move somebody onto a space where another troop is, if they can't share the same space and they both have the movement to do so, they'll just switch.
Okay. That is good to know.
Which is what just happened. Because they're both non-combat units, so you can have a combat unit and a non-combat unit sharing the space, but not two non-combat or two combat. Ooh, what was that?
That is me attempting to build a holy site.
Okay.
Because I have a settler and a builder and a whatever the hell else I can build. And so now I am attempting to build a holy site.
Okay.
And I would really like to build another city if these barbarians would just leave me alone for a minute.
You may want to buy land. If you have the gold, you may want to buy land out from underneath Rome's city that he just pooped down right there. Particularly that stone. Well, both stone.
Alright, that is all money.
Alright. Would 24 gold give you enough? Probably not. See, yeah, just keep what you've got because you're in the red in terms of daily gold production.
I appear to be. It says +7.
Oh, I thought that was a -7. Sorry, I couldn't
No,
see
that
clearly.
is a plus, as far as I can see. I mean,
Good.
make no promises that I can see, but I believe that's a positive. I suspect that Rome and Macedon may get into a bit of a tiff, being that our capitals are so exceedingly close.
Yeah. I suspect so.
And neither of us are historically known as peaceful civilizations. I swear, you're just trying to tick me off.
The AI is always stupid in this game. It's like you can do anything in the world and it'll make them angry, but they can get away with murder.
Oh, fish feathers. I moved the wrong way. Yeah, so it's not like Civ 2 where you can just put 50 units on one square?
Nope. You can do that through to Civ 4.
Whole bunch of stealth fighters sitting over something. Or engineers. I get a whole bunch of engineers. Together.
I just heard a barbarian camp.
Yep. 2 spaces
Group
away
out.
from where my barbarian just moved. There is a barbarian, or where my warrior just moved. There's a barbarian outpost.
Ah.
So we are attempting to run away again. And it looks like I'm going to get writing next turn.
Ooh, nice. Oh, we're not very talkative because I'm tired. It's funny, I think that you've been talking more than me, Amy.
I probably have, and I think that has to do much more with the fact that you are still actually asleep. And I have not had enough coffee yet to counteract the natural hyperactivity.
Ooh,
Bronze
he
is the mirror
just
of
walked
the
right into
form.
your crosshairs.
Wine of the mind.
Yay. Looks like you boosted me for bronze working. Thank
Yep.
you.
Mm-hmm.
And I may actually finally be able to kill this blasted scout. No, I can still
Damn.
not kill this blasted barbarian
That's
scout.
like, is that 3 or is that 4 that you've...
That is
pummeled?
the 4th one that I have gotten down, and this one is one of the same ones. It has healed.
Oh.
And it is now back down to
Nice.
Wow, nice city down there. I can get they're far enough away from the current city. So I want to pull your city that's still on the river, so I have access to fresh water. That's another thing. I understand the change, but I do miss from Civ 2, you could irrigate from the ocean. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, but it was really a helpful game mechanic.
Though you will lose all of your potential good production or food, yield, resource yields from all those mountain spaces. You would do a little better.
Yeah.
I mean, you could do it down there. That would be a nice science hub. If you put a science building where the marsh is, where your warrior is.
I'm looking at, I want to look and see what this ends up being right over to the west of me.
To the west of Pella.
To the west of Pella. The river does go west. I would like to see what is over there.
I'll be right back. I need to take a bio break.
Right. Looks like my slinger is available for promotion. I'm not going to promote him yet. I'm going to attempt to actually, kill something. It'd be really nice. And again, not quite enough damage. Right, by building a quarry over the raw material of stone, I have advanced masonry, and we're going to go on to the next turn. Looks like my holy district has come online in Pella. I think I'm going to build my city to the west of Pella instead of to the southwest of Pella, now that I'm looking at resource situations a little bit. Try to purchase some tiles out from underneath of the noses of the Romans here. They decided to build a city right overlapping with things that I could build. So trying to get as many of those tiles out from under their feet as I can. Alright, I finally successfully killed someone with the slinger and earned my boost. Lovely barbarians are good for something once in a while. Now we just have to wait for Japan to wander back into the room. Hope everyone is having a good Sunday morning out there. Enjoy your extra hour from daylight savings time. that is, of course, unless you own small humans, they do not seem to believe in daylight savings time. Sleep is the enemy for your average small human. Let's take a look at what he's dealing with here. Looks like he is still attempting to build Stonehenge. He will be there in a couple of turns. Around about the same time, he will get his new Civic. I would take his turn for him, but I have no idea what on earth he would like to do. Looks like the only great person points that are being acquired are by America and an unmet player, unmet civilization. Then those are both going towards a great scientist. None of the other great people are currently being worked on. Alright, looks like I am just going to start working on acquiring faith now that I have built my holy site in Allah. Here there be Alright, I don't actually know. This is one of my first times streaming. The first time I ever streamed was with the ExtraLife Marathon last night. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here while we wait for our other player to return. We're just going to skip his turn for now, so we're not staring at a blank screen quite so long. Alright, now we are... Let's see what useful thing we can... ahead and upgrade that slinger that I have. Not gonna start a fight with Rome quite yet. Tempting. Very tempting. And again, we are going to wait for our other player here to decide to join us again. Alright. Okay. Huh? this for now.
Sorry, everybody. Bio breaks can take forever.
I managed to find our other player.
Okay, how are you doing on those? Did you manage to kill a slinger?
Yes.
With a slinger? Good. That means you got archery just about up.
Yep. 2 turns.
It was luxuries like air conditioning that brought down the Roman Empire.
Ooh, guess what I finished?
With air conditioning, their windows were shut. They couldn't hear the barbarians coming. It was luxuries like air conditioning that brought down the Roman Empire.
Excuse me. Oh, I have to have a pantheon first. Oh, we are not playing the traditional quick type speed that online games give. We are playing standard speed like you would by default have in a single player game. I don't know if you had noticed that it seemed like things were taking forever. Welcome to the United States of America. If you conduct yourself well, you can consider us friends. Okay, good. Now we should be able to see America's capital. He offered his hospitality. Oh, not his capital, just one of his cities. There's another civ up here to his northwest as well. Ooh, 1, 2, 3. I have iron within workable range.
If there are no dogs in heaven,
Here we go. Ooh, thank you for the boost in archery. Oh, come on, where's my pantheon? I have 25 faith. Why won't it let me build the pantheon? Or not build, establish.
Hello, Baltimore.
Excuse you. Did you just lose a guy?
No.
Oh, you just moved a guy?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. There's my pantheon. Alright, do you have something in particular that you want me to hold off for you to be able to get?
Nope.
Let's see, what do you have near you? You have
The last couple of times I've
2
played,
quarries.
I've taken fertility rights just because it's a general.
2 quarries, and you're going to have a bunch of pastures. 3 quarries and a bunch of pastures. That's what you've really got near your capital. So I want to not take those, give you those choices. Let's see, what's pastures is it? Yeah, open sky. Gotta be open sky. Have you been building up your religion? Like getting faith?
I am building a shrine right now. I will
Okay.
have a shrine in one more turn.
Good. Let's see. Citrus. 2 citrus, a mercury, and 2 quarries. Mercury and 2 quarries. Or Divine Spark would always be good. Or you could get 2 culture from these. That might be good. Extra culture is always good. Yeah, let's go ahead and do Oral Tradition. There we
I
go.
like to say I practice militant
Alright. Found a religion. We are going to... So I usually do the old ones. Let's see if we can find a nice sign for that. The old gods. I'm not seeing one that I really like for the old gods, though. Children of the Forest. Worshipping. Let's just pick this. Okay. The old gods. Boom. Alright. Let's see. Work ethic. Shrines and temples provide housing. Warrior monks. Choral music. Damn. Ooh, all wonders provide 4 faith or production for each follower. I don't know. Let's do production. You okay?
Yeah. The shelf and my head wanted to be at the same location.
Ow. I'll do pagodas for housing.
Didn't like it when I told them that wasn't possible.
Kind of need irrigation, don't I? I'm not gonna get that boosted.
If you haven't noticed, I have no dexterity. That was me running into the desk that the computer is sitting on.
With her fingers. Dexterity.
I use the Dungeons and Dragons definition of dexterity. He wants to quibble over semantics. Okay.
It's not semantics. It's fundamental definition. Actually, you know what? Sometimes I'm wrong. I'm going to look this up really quick. Oxford.
In Dungeons and Dragons, the term dexterity is used much more broadly than just applying to the hands. That is the terminology I am more familiar with.
Alright, by English Oxford Dictionaries, dexterity. The primary meaning is skill in performing tasks, especially with the hands.
It does not say exclusively with the hands.
Does not say exclusively with the hands. Because we idiomatically use it other ways as well. fine. Okay. Dictionary accommodates your usage of it, whether I like it or not. Although it accommodates, it doesn't support.
I have well specified that my definition is coming from a different source.
Skill without imagination is craftsmanship, and gives us many.
Okay. Turns. 2 turns. So we're going to change away from settlers since there's only 2 turns left on it. And we've got 6 turns. So we'll throw in the production in all cities. And we're not currently fighting barbarians, so we'll throw up the production for ranged and melee units in case that's something we decide to build. Excuse me. Alright, looks like there's Canberra. Ooh, yeah. You got all of the friends around you. I needed to build military units and send them down. Help you take Rome first.
Lots of friends. That's what we're going to call them.
Okay.
Not really the choice of words that I would use, but we could call them friends. Suppose you want me to do something useful. Okay.
Yeah.
Not like I didn't spend a whole bunch of time waiting for you.
I was evacuating.
Oh, I have found more barbarians up closer by you, just kind of southeast of Kyoto.
Oh, okay. I was evacuating in the transitive sense of that verb. Just leaving out the transitive subject. I don't know what the phrase is, the term is for that.
The air. It fell to earth.
Who expected an English lesson when they turned on civilization?
Well, if they follow my stream, everybody. Yep. We'll do an archer. And get the irrigation going. So we really need those citricuses. Australia's progressed from ancient to classical. He'll die. Alright. Chicken to China, the Chinese chicken. We have a drumstick, and your brain stops ticking. Oh, starts ticking. This is one of the problems with laptops. You have to go out of your way to cool it extra. Else things start melting in. And or overheating. Huh. Ho ho ho. Interesting.
And I keep checking on the borders with Rome. Every available opportunity, I am buying tiles out from under that city as much as I can.
Oh, you already got as many as you can from that city. There is Alexandria, though. You can buy tiles out from Canberra and Baltimore.
No, I just bought the last one.
Oh, gotcha. Although any city that we plan on taking would be better to not buy tiles out from under. Although we can take Rome and leave that Ludgum, whatever.
That was my plan.
Or we could take Baltimore. Be friendly with Australia, but eat America.
I'm just going to not comment. That's probably the safest thing I can do.
Also, in this game, Australia is a much better ally than America.
I'm not going to comment.
In this game. We have to save this and take a break.
End of this turn, one more turn.
Yeah.
See the Lug Dunham and Rome overlap as well.
Yeah.
So if I take Rome and
Squeeze Ludgum out even more.
so then we can just like make it go away.
Yeah, just let him exist in that small existence. Oh. Roosevelt has declared war on John Curtin. What a dink.
I don't underrate the
was
value
rude.
of military knowledge, but if men make war in slavish obedience to rule,
I am going to give John Curtin some cash to help his war against America. Also gave us open borders with him.
Okay.
Teddy Roosevelt specifically, I guess if I'm going to call Australia's by their leader's name. I should call America by their leader's name, Teddy Roosevelt. Again, this is the game, not reality. No undies in a wrinkle.
Right, can I have it? I can.
Before you select it, can I have you look at a couple others and see if... So what is it about fertility rights that you like?
It is all of my cities.
Mm-hmm.
It is something that doesn't expire as the game goes on.
Sure.
It is something that's not dependent on specific actions. It is not dependent on specific resources.
Okay. So fertility rights is a nice generic one, and I'm not going to tell you don't take it, but I would like to tell you what I would take instead.
Okay.
And do whatever you want. I'm not judging you for taking what you want. Just I want to teach you about other options as well.
Okay.
So you have a lot of pastures in your capital, and in this game it seems like pastures are going to be fairly easy to find. You know, any cattle, any horses, any sheep. So, for example, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 spots that you're going to have pasture land in your capital. At least one you'll have in Alexandria. But so you'll look at the one that's for pastures. It should be on. It should be culture. Yeah, God of the Open Sky. So considering that culture is kind of a second science, you know, a second tech tree, it would be a really powerful one for you to have.
Okay.
But like I said, I'm not trying to convince you to take something else. I was just telling you what I would take in your specific situation and why. Because fertility rights are good for the exact same reasons you've said, but I usually take those generic ones if I don't have something that beats it out for my specific situation. So did you just do it because I suggested, or did you do it because you agreed?
I did it because I agreed with you.
Okay. Did I do an okay job of making you not feel like you don't know what you're doing? Well, no, you know what? That's you're not as familiar with this game. Did it hurt your feelings that I...
No.
Okay. No, Teddy Roosevelt. You cannot have a delegation in my capital. Uh-oh. Quadrireme. Oh, we should save it at the beginning of next turn. I keep forgetting. Okay. I guess I should save the game, huh? Brah. Okay. It is break time for Mike.